Okay, we're live.
Okay, I will call the meeting of the Irvington Architecture Review Board to order. Um, The agenda will be as follows. We will start with continuations, move on to revisions, and then to new matters, new applications. I would ask that when it's your application that we're going to hear, that you raise your hand so Sarah can let you into the meeting. And that when you do get into the meeting, you're prepared to show your proposed application on your computer. Sarah will give you the ability to do that. So with that, I will start with the first continuation, or the only continuation, ARB 22-21, 4 Dow's Lane. It's a fence.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Okay.
Okay, I do have just a couple of slides with some helpful information, if that's all right.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Great. So we're just trying to replace our fence. It's in disrepair. The wood is rotted. Parts of it have fallen. We've had to pay to get it shored up, and we're just trying to replace it. This is a picture on the left of the current fence. You can see parts of it that are damaged. We just need to replace it. This is an image of the new material that we're trying to use. We've also dropped off a sample of that at the building department. And we also provided an address where it's been installed.
We have the sample. It's actually under the TV that we're watching, so you may not be able to see that on your screen, but we have looked at it.
Okay.
All three are here.
Great. So we've seen it. We think it looks beautiful. We think it looks like real wood. That's the material we're trying to use. So that's an image of it. The style is pretty much exactly the same as what's currently there. And then this is a picture of the portion of the property that only has the chain link fence that belongs to the school. I truly don't know why, but the developer that built the house never actually completed the fence on one side of the property. So this is one of the things that we're asking for that is new, is just simply to continue the fence to the edge of our property so that we have a fence that we own around our entire property. The chain link fence is also in severe disrepair and has a very large hole that our dog could absolutely get through. So we just want the entire property enclosed.
You asked the school district permission to take that fence down, or you just going to put your fence in front of it?
Their chain link fence runs along two sides of our property. Most of that space also has our own fence. So, we don't really have a strong opinion whether they take that down or not, but we would just like a real maintained fence to go completely around the property.
Understood.
This is an image of the survey. I think we actually have a better one here. So the red is the current fence that we're trying to replace. The green line here is that new stretch that I was just showing an image of, where there's just the chain link fence. So we just like to extend the same fence all the way to the corner. And then the blue is the other new material that we're asking to put up. We would like to put aluminum fencing just from the outside of the property connecting to the house so that the backyard is completely enclosed. And that's mostly for safety reasons. We just, we have dogs, we will have children. We just want to make sure that we can keep dogs and children away from the road and away from the driveway.
So the blue fencing you're replacing looks like the fence that's there now?
That's right. So we have, it's not going to be like the wood or the wood look fence. We actually have aluminum fencing along parts of one part of El Retiro here, right before that red line starts. And then aluminum fencing as well, where the stone wall ends along Dow's Lane, and it would look identical to that. So we're trying to keep everything aesthetically the same.
All right, did you have the green fencing on the original application?
Yes, yes, that's part of the application.
Okay, I see the sample. I hope it looks nicer. You've shown a picture of it. I hope it looks nicer in full scale than it does there, because it doesn't do it justice, that little piece of fence. But be that as it may, I'm willing to agree to allow it. Any questions for the other two members?
No questions.
Just the color. The color in the photo you showed us is quite a bit different than the sample. Are you going with the reddish color?
Yeah, this image looks a bit lighter than I think it does in real life. We provided an address where the same color was installed in person. Over, I mean, I think it's just like a 10-minute drive away. We drove there and looked at it, and we think it looks beautiful. It's a little less like orangey than this is.
Okay. That's a little reassuring. Because the photo is a nice looking fence. Okay. I don't have any more questions. Anybody?
No questions.
I will make a motion to approve the application. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aye.
Okay, we will move on now to a revision 22-31, 12 Maple Street. It's an exterior elevation change, which encompasses a lot of different things.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you guys holding up?
Good.
So I'm Nicole from Michael Lewis Architects, and I'm here representing Teresa Forster, the homeowner. I'm gonna go ahead and share my drawings here. As you guys know, we're revisiting a previously approved project with an amendment. I'm looking at, you guys have in hand a 5-page drawing set. I'm looking at the final page. It's drawing 202 here. And what we're proposing, the previously approved project is this enclosure of an existing sunroom and the addition above it. So the homeowner has decided to capture what was previously crawl space in the basement. And for light, air, egress purposes, we're here today to talk about these 4 windows. So if I kind of zoom in here, you can see what we're looking at. This here was the previous crawl space that will be turned into basement, and these 4 windows are what are in question today. This guy right here has, for egress reasons, a small window well. We've got down here bubbled the dimensions. So we're looking at, a 3-foot by, bit over 1.5 feet, 2.5 by 2-foot window. And, you can see this guy right here with the egress window with the exterior window well is the largest. It's 2.5 by 4 feet. And again, just in plan, these are where these windows are laid out. And if I zoom over here, you can kind of get a bird's eye view of the elevations. 1, 2, 3, 4 proposed new small windows. I think probably the most salient point is if I jump back up in this drawing set to the first page, you could see this plot plan here. And what's worth pointing out is here is Maple Street and the homeowner's house, and the proposed windows are in the back of the house, completely out of view, from street level.
Is that fencing to the right?
Yes, and there's a little garage, and there's a small driveway here. So this is all fenced in, so none of it's visible from the street.
Well, I didn't have any issues with it. Anybody?
I have no issues.
No, no questions.
Thanks
Okay.
so much. Appreciate your time.
With that, I will make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're good to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
No problem. Okay. With that, we will move on to the other revision, and that's 99 Bracebridge Lane. An application that's been before us several times. We're talking about an exterior elevation change. I believe this is Mr. Malone.
Hey guys, it's John at Ferguson Malone Architecture. This is the project on Bracebridge Lane. There's a few changes that we would like to propose. Some of them are related to the largest one is the changing the siding. So the siding that was proposed was for cost reasons was to try to match the existing vertical tongue and groove siding that was there. The scope of the job increased to include windows in the existing building and then also increased insulation. So we're proposing a sort of upgrading the siding to a board and batten. So the proposal now includes a hardy plank board and batten. So the direction of the siding is still vertical, but you know, we think this is a better approach to that. And then otherwise, there have been a few changes to the windows to align. These windows here were divided into 3 parts, so we simplified that to a single operable window and a design that had more to do with the tower related windows, so that sort of pulled those 2 windows together. And I believe also there's a window on this elevation that was added that adds 1 operable window into there's a guest bedroom down at this level. And so this is around the corner of that. We've added that 1 window. I believe that was the limit of the change. Oh, there's a sliding door that went to this dining room door was originally shown as a sliding door, and it's been switched to an outswinging, swinging patio door. So the hardy plank vertical siding, I think we've shown you this before, the board and batten. This is the board and batten material down here. It's not in quite this traditional of a layout, but that's the material. The windows are Marvin Essential, which is the line that was already approved. It's the all fiberglass line, but it has a very thin and modern line. And the outswinging door is not available in that line, so it's an upgrade to the Elevate line, which includes this, basically the outswinging door. So the Elevate line is, the exterior is a fiberglass, so it actually has the same finish as the Essential line. The interior is wood, but as far as the outside is concerned, the finishes of the window and the doors match, even though this is an upgrade. So I think that's the limit of what the changes. If that makes sense to you all.
Yeah, I didn't, the other thing I caught my eye is the lighting, was the lighting approved or was it changed, the outdoor lighting?
There's no change in the outdoor lighting, I don't think. Yeah, there hasn't been any change in the outdoor lighting. There's, a few fixtures related to the doors. I think that's the limit of it.
Not having the old package, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we weren't proposing any change to the lighting.
Okay. Well, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I think the window changes are very modern, and I think it will look nice on that particular house. Anybody else have any questions,
No.
concerns?
Nothing.
No questions.
Okay. So, okay, I will make a motion to approve the application. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good to go, John.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one. And now we go on to new matters. First new matter is ARB 22-33, 52 Ardsley Avenue West, and it's a fence.
If you're here to represent the application, please hit the raise hand button.
Okay, sir, I will, nobody yet? Oh, there we go.
Hi, sorry. With the homeowners, Hillary and Henry, we've got a landscape architect, Nancy King, and then also the gentleman who'd be installing the thing. I think Nancy's going to step in for us, if that's okay. Is it possible to switch? Can you hear me, gentlemen?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I think Nancy King, a landscape architect. Okay, great. Do I leave?
Nancy, you're on mute. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello.
I've been working with Philip Thomas of American Fence and Gate. I think he's having some trouble with his connection tonight. If he can bust in, he can bust in. Otherwise, I'll continue with what I have. Let's see. Wait a minute here.
See the share button?
I'm looking for the right screen. Here it is. Okay. I'm not sure what all was submitted because I was not included in the submission. But Philip, when I finish this, if you want to hit that raised hand button at the bottom of the screen, you can expound on what I'm talking about. This is our site plan showing this pool code fencing that is being proposed internally to the site around the pool, primarily for the safety of the 2 young children that reside at the house.
Okay.
I don't have a photograph of it. Again, Philip has that, and I do believe it was submitted, but it is a very straight, clean and basic aluminum pool code fencing that matches some existing fencing that's already on the site.
Well, we'll need to see it.
I think Philip is trying to raise his hand now, so maybe, is there anyone else that can let him in to share a screen, or do I do that at this point?
There.
Sorry. Okay. He can share the screen as a panelist.
Okay, Philip, just open the file on your computer and it should share. think he's not having a good time with that. Can you still hear me?
We can.
So this is an existing photograph of a fence that's on the property, and we're matching this fencing. Let me find another, see if I can find something. Here's this piece here is an existing wrought iron fence that, again, very straight, simple aluminum, again, to New York State Pool Code.
We're not seeing it, however.
Oh,
I don't think it's changing.
well, this
You're
is
still
fun,
on the
right?
original.
I think you have to reshare or unshare and
Oh,
then
here.
reshare the other screen.
Says that my sharing is paused. Let's see if I can get it back. Technology is great when it works.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Am I back on?
You're back to not sharing. There we go.
Can you see?
Okay.
Okay, so second. These are some pictures around the property. As I said, everything that is being proposed tonight is internal, completely around the pool, but nothing on an outer edge other than an existing fence. This one here shows this is existing. We're matching that, very straight, very clean, aluminum pool code fencing. Here's another shot here, lower left. Do you all see that?
Yep.
From where my cursor is?
Yep. We see it. We do have to approve something that was as part of the application, so we really do need to see the cut sheet or the whatever it is that you had in the application.
So
approve that.
was that not submitted so that you could see that?
It is, but it's the applicant's responsibility to show it at this time.
So he's trying to bust in, but he can't technologically bust in. So I don't know what you want to do.
You know what? My wife has a picture of it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Can you let her in?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There she is. Perfect. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
So we've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and the existing fence is just insufficient for keeping them out. So we wanted to just match the existing style of fencing that's around the house, bring it to code, of course, and just enclose the pool so that the kids can be in the backyard without us worrying about them accessing the pool area with the current fencing there, which is insufficient.
Okay. No luck on the application?
Maybe
I'm going to see if he can. I'm going to see if he can send it to me now.
Okay.
Sarah, in the interest of time, is this something you can pull up?
Sure.
It appears that Philip's internet has gone out now, so that is his problem.
I appreciate it, Sarah. Thank you. We're going to pull it up internally.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What do you want to see? I'm sorry.
I think they wanted to see the cut sheet or some specifications about the fencing.
Okay.
Right. The actual literature for the fence. Okay, I think you just passed it. That's all right. One more. Yeah, that's it. Did you zoom in on that?
I think it might be the one that's, oh, there it is, Jareth. That's the brand name. There we go.
And the color is black?
And the color is black to match existing what is currently on the property, yes.
Okay. Any questions from the panel?
No.
No.
Okay. I didn't have any questions coming in. The literature that was on the application was sufficient, so I'm just going to make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very much
you.
for your time.
Okay. We will now go on to the second new item, new application 22-34, 92 Dogwood Lane, and it's a retaining wall.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Let me share I have a PowerPoint for this. Okay, can you guys see this PowerPoint okay?
Yep.
All right, so this is, I got to use my drone. I took a shot of the house, and I do have a blueprint, but this is the area where the wall is in the back of my house. So it's really up close against my bedroom here. And this is a photo I took of the current wall. It's a dilapidated old wall that's sort of collapsing into my house, essentially. This is as you're going down to the driveway on the left. This is going back up to the patio, and this is just a close-up on the right. This is a view of the front of the house, just to show that you can't actually see this wall. And I did want to highlight this. We're going to be replacing it with the same wall that we did in the front, which is this beautiful wall of matrix Cambridge. And this is just another close-up of the front wall, so you can see you know, how we did it with the front wall. And I don't know if you guys.
How long ago was that approved?
Oh, I want to say maybe 2 years ago.
I thought it looked familiar.
I remember that.
Yeah, you guys, I came down in person. I remember that was like right before the pandemic, literally, and then we had to stop the job.
Okay.
And
I thought it looked familiar.
that's my horrible Photoshop of what it might look like out back, but something like that, I think, obviously to code.
Right.
And then, just in case you guys wanted details on what we use, I don't know if you've actually seen it in person, but this isn't what the color looks like. It's more of an analogous scheme to that one, but it's May TRX6 with Cambridge double-sided cap. It's very sturdy.
Okay. So it even though it's in the back, it is going to look like the walls in the front.
Yeah, we're gonna make it look. We want it to look exactly the same, because then I don't know if you can see this, but you see we have these would match also the patio out here.
Oh. I'm sure you'll be happy to get rid of that.
Oh, it's nasty, and I didn't take a photo, but like my kids go up here, and it's just, you know, it's pretty big drop. But yeah, it's pretty gross.
Okay. Outside of my questions during the month were you know, just a better idea of what the materials were, and you've done that tonight, and showed us what it is. It's, you know, that the old wall looks like and what the new wall is going to look like. So I have no further questions. Anybody?
I have no questions.
No questions.
Okay. So then I will make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. And last but not least, the last new item is application 22-35, 44 North Brook Lane. Another exterior elevation change.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Christopher Schmidt with Nave Group, representing the Laboons.
How are you?
Well, thanks. How are you guys?
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
You should be seeing the site plan now. Is that correct?
We are.
Okay, great. So they have an existing outdoor kitchen and existing patio that they'd like to have redone, and also add a roof structure over a portion of the patio to give them some seating area in inclement weather. So this is the site plan showing the new area here. It is located in the rear yard of the house. I'm going to try to zoom in. I had this problem last time. There we go. So again, so this portion here is going to be the covered section. It's 14 by 16. It's going to be some white AZEK trim on the posts with matching shingles to the house. The patio itself is going to be standard bluestone on concrete. The outdoor kitchen will be a concrete masonry unit with a natural stone veneer on the outside. And I do have some photos of before and after to give you an idea of what is there now. So this is the existing stucco faced kitchen and dilapidated paver patio that we're going to be replacing. As I said, with the new covered structure here with some white AZEK trim posts, bluestone patio for the new fire pit area, as well as a bit of an extended area here for the kitchen to open up to the backyard. And the kitchen, as it's shown here, will have some natural stone on it as well. Here's a view looking from the other direction, out across the yard towards Northbrook Lane. This is what the new view will be. And one final view, a little bit closer from the back. Again, we're removing all of these items and then replacing it with the following here. A better look at what the stone is going to look like on the kitchen. Here. We'll also be adding some, ornamental plantings along the back of the fire pit near the slope there. Right in this area, just to soften the intersection between the patio and the fire pit area.
Okay. Looks good to me. No window changes, no door changes, nothing to that effect?
No, sir. No changes to the house.
Okay. But what about the cooking area? Is that going to change, or is it just going to be built a little bit further down?
Yeah, so that's going to change in that we're going to take out this one. If you see where it is now, it's effectively kind of blocking off the access to the backyard from this door. So we are going to relocate that to the left instead of in this area. We're going to move it to the left and off the patio here and shrink it down some as well to open up this pathway to the backyard.
Okay, well, that works for me. Gentlemen, any questions?
No, it looks good. No questions.
No questions. I will then make a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
All right,
Appreciate it.
sounds
Thank you.
good. You're welcome. Thank you. Have a great rest of the night.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay. I have no housekeeping issues. I will, however, ask both of you to do your best to get here next month, because we're going to be very short again, or at least very short going forward, so once we make an effort to get here, I would personally appreciate it very much.
What's the date, you know, offhand? The 27th?
Yes. Yeah. 27th, and then beyond that, July is the 25th. Okay, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. I will leave the minutes on the dais.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Have a good one. Feel better.
Thank you. Have a good